Remember. 5th of November. It's Monday. My buddies will be coming over to game, but I got a little time in between them. Because I actually got off work a couple hours early today. Hasn't happened in a little over 2 weeks, but off a little early today. Got home, had some McDonald's just to get something to eat, and probably spent half hour or so just going over arbitrary music files that I have access to, like, legally use for my videos. Just trying to figure out what I want to do for the logo for next year's Jade Kind Gaming videos. Still, nothing nailed down, but I have some ideas that I'm at least thinking about. Of course, I have to have that by the time I can edit a video for next year. I still have several to edit for this year, so no huge rush, but just, starting to put thoughts into what I might do. Otherwise, there's a new Critical Role on YouTube. Enjoy that. Gonna do, laundry, get things in the dryer. And I'm hopeful. I think today is the day that we get the previews for this weekend's used gaming auction, because that's coming up here shortly, and I think today is when the previews come out. So, well, I got you here. Let's just check. Let's see. My friendly local gaming store. Fantasy. Shop. Search. Used gaming auction. Silent bidding begins. Wonderful. Of course, the first auction is miniatures. Well, let's just skip right over that and go to role-playing game auction and see what beauty we have. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, look at that. Look at all those dice. Alright, so yeah, gonna settle down and take a look at, well, what's in the auction? Ooh, I get to make another spreadsheet. Yay! I get so excited with making my auction spreadsheets. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it is fun for me. So I spent half hour on there now, looking through all the images for the auction. I got the document ready to make the spreadsheet and document everything, but I am not going to put the time into that right now. I need to get things... Basically, I need to get things ready to game. My buddies will be here. For the most part, nothing super exciting. A lot of opportunities to fill holes in the collection. And as I'm about to pick up the camera and say that, I'm just sort of clicking through. I'm like, that one's kind of exciting. They have the Monty Cook Presents Iron Heroes, which back in the third 3.5 era, it was a variant player's handbook by Mike Merles, before he then went on to work at Wizards for 4th edition, and of course, basically be one of the forerunners, the guys leading the show there, as it is now in 5th edition. So that was something that he did along with Monty Cook, which is super cool. It's almost like the idea of, let's make it where, like, non-magic classes can actually keep up and have the power level and fight things at the rate that casters can. It's in the same vein that Monty Cook's Arcana Evolved is, which I have, but I do not have Iron Heroes, and that is definitely one of the ones on my collection, on my list of I really want to get this. So hopefully I get that lot. But otherwise, a lot of it's, different books for 3rd and older editions, some other outside games, just random things. I'm like, okay, nothing like, not a whole lot that's super exciting, but a lot of things that will fill gaps in my collection, which, as my collection grows, that's more and more necessary. And I guess I'll see how much of that there is when I actually put the spreadsheet together. Yeah, I'm going to try and pull a few things together here and maybe edit a vlog for today since I have a little extra time. Alright, so after some editing, I decided to start the spreadsheet. There's like 7 more minis lots than there were last time, and there was probably like a dozen or so fewer RPG lots. I have not slotted in the board game and card game lots. It's getting late enough. I'm like, okay, I gotta just get things physically moved to be able to game. But in general, a little more comparable. Not as so far, not as much of a reduction in the number of lots as I would have anticipated. I'm thinking and hoping there's going to be a lot less board game lots, but there were just an excessive number of board game lots last time. So, but starting to get the spreadsheet. Still haven't gone through and priced out and all that fun part where I actually get to make decisions, look up prices for things, etc. But like I said, I gotta get things ready to actually be ready for when my friends get here so that things are where they belong. Okay, so I'm getting ready, and I usually leave this camera on the table on a little miniature tripod, so that if my friends want to record something, etc., I have footage to add into the video. Originally I used this little tripod, was great, worked for years, but it broke. Basically, if I extend it now, one of the bits of plastic that holds it together is actually, like, literally the plastic broke, it falls apart. Well, I'd gotten the little kit of stuff for the off-brand GoPro a while back. So for the last couple of months, I've been using this camera, this tripod that was in there, but it has basically broken as well. 2 other legs. Basically, they're little metal bits, and they're supposed to be, like, stationary, but they've internally broken. One of them will occasionally pop out. The other one, like, if I put the weight of this little bitty camera on it, it's enough that it, like, sends the leg wildly, like, just sort of wobbling until it just falls down. So it won't support the weight of a camera anymore. So I'm like, well, what do I do now? Because obviously now that doesn't work. And I'm like, well, I still got all these little bits and stuff. And so I start working something together and realize I don't have a way to attach it to this camera. Fortunately, this kit does. So I was able to combine them and basically make this little thing here. The camera can sit here. It bends one way, the other way, and then there's an adhesive pad. So I'm just going to find a small but mildly heavy, like, box or something, adhere it to it, and that'll be tripod number 3. It'll work.
I roll that check.
Now your check that no one asks you to roll will be higher.
Yes.
They leveled
plus
up.
11.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's my persuade. That's the 11.
Fun with funds.
Well, a plus mark there.
It's now like 8:30. Should start preheating the oven so I can make something to eat before I go to bed.
It's Monday.
I pulled out his power cord. Whoops. It caught between my toes. Oh, and my buddies all just left. It's fun. But I just now remembered, oh wait, I was gonna show them, or at least Bob, so what I'm thinking about for the logo for next year, to get some opinions on it, and I forgot to. Oh well, another time. But I was like, I do want to get his opinion, really any of theirs, but yeah, just making some of the little hash brown patties. Quite a few of them, because unlike yesterday where I was basically full, today I am still hungry. I just don't have time to make much else. Or things to make much else. I need to stop at the grocery store still. But no time to do that today. Oh well, I'll have this. A bite to eat. And head to bed. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.